right, what up, Shaf? What up, Sadia? What up, Martin? What up, Evolve? Ronald, Dragon, Jensen, Raynor? How you guys doing? What's up, Rumi? What up, SA? JS? I've been saying, I'm good, bro. Let's kick off Money Printing Machine. You guys know what it is. We do this daily. I think YouTube, we're good. All right, so let's get started. And let me just see if I can get rid of this filter. Filter is kind of weird. Let's see here. All right, there we go. No filter. Yo, Faison, what's going on? All right, let's get started. Okay. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another live. You guys know what it is. We're here live every single day, 7 days a week, showing you guys exactly how I make your monthly income on a daily basis. And the crazy thing is, if you actually take that in, it's insane because there's so much potential in the markets. People don't actually realize that there's no other business that you can do that has the potential like this. Because every single hedge fund, every single firm that you see, they're all managing billions and billions of dollars. Your pizza shop, your convenience store, whatever side hustle, small business that you're thinking of doing will never, ever get to this scale, okay? So this is what I'm always trying to tell everybody is that you need to stop wasting time. You need to stop wasting time and learn how to actually make money in the markets. All right, so there's people in the live chat right here saying, yo, AKA, are you live? So let me just tell everybody. And right here, let's just see. Yo, live right now on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Let's go.
You have Dave on YouTube.
All right.
Saying, hey,
Paul is saying, I have been wasting time. Exactly. Stop wasting time trying to run a pizza shop or trying to run a convenience store. Because here's the thing. Everybody else who I know who's trying to run any other business, everybody's struggling. Because, oh, the market is doing this. Oh, the market is doing that. Oh, no, things getting expensive. It's not that things are getting expensive. It's that you just aren't making enough money. That's your problem. Your problem is that you're trying to look for money in places where there is no money. Okay, now here's the crazy thing. You know, over here, when you see the markets, and let me open it up right here. When you see these markets right here, it literally takes billions of, you need to understand what I'm telling you. This literally takes billions and billions of dollars. You don't understand the scale. To be able to move this market. And all me and you and you and you and everybody here, all we really need to do is to take 0.000000001% of it, and you are what people consider rich, okay? Because right now I make around $1,000 to $5,000 a day, and people consider me rich, which is crazy because I've actually sat in the room with billionaires and I've felt poor, okay? It's crazy because when they talk, they say things like, oh, we got to move 200 million here. You know, we'll move 115 million there. Oh yeah, pay that invoice for $80 million. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this is crazy. What they're talking about would literally take me hundreds, if not thousands of years to be able to get to that level of money, but they're talking about it casually. But guess what? When I'm here and I'm making $1,000 to $5,000 a day, you guys are thinking, oh my God, that's crazy. He's making how in one day, he shows me live how much I'm making a whole month of struggling, of working, of waking up at 7 a.m. And then your boss is telling, you're like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. And your boss is like, no. And now you're sitting there, you know, you got to go to the bathroom and you don't have permission. This is crazy. Okay, so now let me show you how we actually do this. All right. Stamma is saying, please don't allow anyone to waste our time. Just let them come and listen for sure. So user25 is saying, do you guys have live customer support? For sure. You can actually call me at any time, 7 days a week. Here's my number. Guys, I'm the only one. I'll just give you my number. There's my number. Okay, so you can call me at any time. All right, let's go through a few of the questions that we're having. It seems like you guys are calling me right now too. All right, so after the live, I'm going to call all you guys back. My phone's just been ringing nonstop. All right, so, 28 days, what's going on? Victor is asking, do you have losing days? Here's the thing. Of course, everybody has losing days when it comes to trading. But the reality is we have to minimize our risk. So this is what I tell everybody. Very important to understand. You should, every single word that I say, you should really absorb it, okay? Now, what I always say is we should start with as much as possible, then we risk as little as possible. Everybody comes and asks me, what's the minimum I can start with? What's the minimum? Look, when you go and you want to open, for example, I'll just give you an example, a Subway franchise, okay? Because people don't understand what I'm talking about unless I give them these kind of examples. It literally costs $400,000 to $600,000 just to be able to get through the door, okay? Do you know to open a McDonald's franchise, you need to show, like, I'm ready to go, $2.5 million just as an entry. And then you're not even accepted. You just need to show millions of dollars. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you want to go ahead and you want to start a trading business, you want to understand how it's working, but guess what? You're asking me what's the minimum you can start with? The minimum is $10. You can start with $10, but don't come to me and say, oh, mom, I thought I was going to make $1,000 a day like you, but I started my account with $10. That's not how things work, okay? The way it works is we start with as much as possible, we risk as little as possible, and then we make income on a regular basis. So the account that I'm making $1,000 to $5,000 with on a regular basis right here is a $596,000 account. A $600,000 account USD, I'm making $1,000 to $5,000 a day. Okay, so what most people want to do is they want to start with 1,000 and make 100,000. Am I correct? Yes, right? That's what everyone wants. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want to start with 1,000, make 100,000, turn the 100,000 into 10 million, turn the 10 million to 100 million. Let me tell you something. The chances of that happening are very low, okay? Is it possible? Yes. Is it possible for you to win the lottery? Yes. What are the chances? The chances are low. By the way, someone's asking, what does your name stand for? What does AKA PWC mean? So I started this a very, very long time ago. I've had this name for like 8 years now online. It was AKA, like also known as Private Watch Collector. So right now, I just got this Daytona recently. I actually sold all my watches at one point. I was like, I'm out of the watch game. And then now I'm like, all right, let me get back into it. So I actually just went to New York. I picked up this Daytona. This was literally your yearly income. This was, okay, that's how much this watch costs. And I'm here showing you guys live exactly how I do this daily. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that everybody always asks me, and I'm going to go over right here, through, what's it called? I'm going to go through all the questions right now, and then we'll go through it because the questions are great. All right. So I just have haters. Haters are the best because actually all of the guys who've been following me for 6 years all started off as haters. And then they saw me make their monthly income in front of their face in 20 minutes. And the crazy thing is, I never charge anyone to learn how to trade. And they're like, holy, this is the only guys that I've ever seen that actually shows me what the reality is. So it's actually crazy. All right. So, right here, let's see. Chris is saying nobody believes you're successful. That's hilarious. I bet my 600K house you couldn't produce 50K today. Yeah, I probably couldn't produce 50K today. You're right. $50,000 in one day on only a $600,000 account is very hard. I would have to risk huge amounts. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, yo, Nico, thank you for the gift, man. Yo, Sean, what's up? Let's see. What's a realistic income, annual income for an average trader? Jose saying. So here's the thing. It all depends on your account size. This is why I always say you should start with as much as possible. Okay, so let's get through it. Okay, it's my personal account, Captain. I make 100K a day. That's hilarious. You're making 30 mil a year. If you're actually making 30 mil a year, that's actually 36 mil a year. You should contact me right away. Right away. All right. Okay. So, let's get started. So basically, I'm going to start the session right now. We're just having a little bit of fun before we started. So do I even make money? How much money do I make? AKA, what are you doing here? So let's go through it. So right here, I'm the only one that's going to show you this. Okay. Because without proof, nobody actually listens or understands. So this is my entire trading history. This is my entire track record. All of my trades are right here. So you guys can see, obviously, we have winning trades and losing trades. Winning trades and losing trades. Toking is saying, what platform are you using? So we're trading on Abado.com, ABBADO.com. Yo, ITS in the house. What's up? What's up? Let's go. Let's go. Victor, what's going on? So let's go. Here's the thing. Any of your mentors or anybody who you're following, if they're charging you any money, they're charging $200, $5,000 for their system, whatever, they're scamming you. You're getting scammed. Okay, you're getting scammed and you're having buyer's remorse. Do you guys know what buyer's remorse is? It's, you know, when you buy something and it's actually total garbage, but then when your friend asks you, hey, how was it? You're like, oh, it was good. It was good. No, it wasn't. It was garbage. But guess what? It's because you paid for it. You want to actually just justify it to yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, so right here, so you can see, these are all of my trades. What's up? All right, so these are all my trades. You guys can see right here. Lots of people on the live today. Yeah, Jay, what up, what up? Herschel, what's going on? Rand just saying, nice haircut. Yo, New York barbers are on some next level. They're really good. So right here, let's go. What's the broker you use? It's Abado.com. Oh my God, it's so crazy. All right, so here's my entire trading history. All right, there's all my winning trades, all my losing trades. Here's the thing. We started this account January 3rd. You can see timestamp. January 3rd, 2024, last year, about a year and a half ago with 200,000. And we've made a profit of 466,000. What does that mean? In a year and a half, I took my account from 200 to 660,000, which is we made a profit of around 600, 700,000 Canadian, which is like 460 USD. All right. So not bad. Now, this is the same thing as taking 20,000 to 60,000 in a year and a half. It's the same thing as taking 2,000 to 6,000 in a year and a half. Okay. Most people want to do that overnight. That's your problem. Okay. That's your problem. What I'm trying to show you here is it's not about doubling, tripling, 10xing your money. That's not what this is about. That's actually not how trading really works. It's about how do I take 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 and make an income of $100 a day, $200 a day, $500 a day. That's what you need. You don't need 5,000 to 10,000. I'm telling you, like a parent, you know, like when a parent yells at you and is telling you, no, don't do this. That's not what, that's what I'm doing to you guys. Let me be your parent, okay? I'm going to show you how this actually works because you think you need 2,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000. You don't need that. You need an extra $100 a day. You need even an extra $50 a day. You need an extra $1,000 a week. That's what you really need. You know, you need extra income, okay? I'm going to show you how I do it, all right? So let's go right here. Let's go right here. And then we'll see if we can take a trade right now. Now, how does this work, okay? So basically, the first step is you go get your account set up on Abado. Here are the steps. You guys can take a screenshot right here. I'll give you guys about 10 seconds. You guys can take a screenshot right there, okay? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. So there's the screenshot. All right, you register on Abado, which is the platform we're using for everybody. There's so many people asking. So we're doing futures and derivatives trading on all the markets, okay? So there's a step. Get your Abado account set up. That's a trading platform. They're licensed and regulated, safe and secure. We've been using them for a few years. Use the promo code AKPWC. Then you go to justabletrading.org, which is our website. You get access to our over $500,000 system. This took us over 4 years to develop, over $500,000, and we give it to you completely for free. All right, now that you have those two things set up, you go to our school community. So right up here, you click Learn, okay? Very important. Do this. Click Learn. You'll go to our school community, then you'll go to Classroom. There is the Range Bars step-by-step tutorial. So step-by-step, you can learn on your own time. And look at how short the videos are. 45 seconds, okay? I know everybody's working 18 jobs. You don't have time. You got 40 kids running around. We made the videos short. Go watch them. What I literally make, this is like you need to understand. I do this without selling anything, 0 customers, 0 clients, 0 products. You know, I'm not buying anything and then now I'm stressing to sell it. None of that. No customers calling me angry. And I make your monthly income every day. Okay, so stop wasting time. All right, now, once you do that, right here is our system. How does it work? Now, remember, the markets go 2 ways. So the markets go up and the markets go down. There's only 2 ways. They don't go in any other direction, okay? And the nice thing about trading is that we can make money in both sides. All right. So now we're getting into trading. Okay. So right before I get into this, you should understand what is the difference between trading and investing. Okay. Everybody loves to be an investor because when you're at Thanksgiving dinner, what's going to happen is you want to sit there and say, yeah, I invest in Tesla, and you're going to feel cool. But guess what? You're still broke. Why? Because when you're investing, there's two big limitations. You can only make money when the markets go up. Am I right? Yeah. So when you buy something, how do you make money? If it goes up. What happens if it comes down? You lose money, right? So that's the one big problem with trading is that you can only make money one way, right? I mean, with investing, you can only make money one way. The second problem is we don't have enough money to invest. Because look, everybody says, oh, Bitcoin went to 150,000. Oh, I wish I put money in when it was 20,000 or 30,000. Oh, I saw it. Okay, but how much money would you really have put in? You don't have to lie. Just tell yourself the truth. How much money would you really have put in? $500? $1,000? Realistically, are you putting $2.8 million in? No. So then if you're putting $1,000 in and Bitcoin goes from, you put it in when Bitcoin was, let's say 50,000 and now it's at 100,000 and you waited 2 years, how much did you make? On 1,000, you only made $1,000. Okay, you waited 2 years to make $1,000. Is it worth it? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna answer that for you guys. It's not worth it. So what's the difference between investing and trading? In trading, what we're doing is we're entering contracts in the market. Okay, we're entering contracts. So now if I click the buy button, and here's the crazy thing, you can do this on any market. You can do it on stocks, whichever stocks you want, on Forex, on crypto, on commodities like gold, oil, cotton, aluminum, whatever, on indices like NASDAQ, S&P 500. You could do this on any market, okay? Any market you can think of. If you click the buy button and the price goes up, you can make profit. Well, that makes sense. You click buy, price goes up, we make money, sure. But guess what? Here's the crazy thing. If you click sell, you don't have to click buy first. If you just click sell and the price comes down, you can make profit. How crazy is that? So it doesn't matter if your friends and your family is like, oh no, the market's coming down, it's crashing, and I'm down 80% on my stocks. You could have entered a sell trade and you could have made money on the way down. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter whether the markets are going up or the markets are crashing. Let me tell you guys a crazy story. During COVID, I just put 20K just for fun into an account, and I was just doing huge risk trades because the markets were crashing. So I was just entering huge sell trades. During the first year of COVID, I took $20,000 to over $700,000. True story. Okay, I bought a Porsche, I got watches. I was just blowing money every day because it was just crazy amounts of money. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether markets are going up or going down. As traders, we can take advantage of it. Okay, is that clear so far? We can make money whether the market goes up or down in any market by entering buy or sell trades. Are we clear? Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so basically these, for sure. So these are two different contracts we're entering in the market. Just imagine these are two buttons we have available. I can click any of them. I can click sell or I can click buy. If I click buy and the price goes up, I can make money. But if I click buy and the price comes down, what happens? I lose money. But if I click sell and the price comes down, I can make money. I can make profit. But if I click sell and the price goes up, then I lose money. Okay, now the only way to actually get this is by doing it. Okay, this is the main thing that I always tell everybody is like, I'm trying to explain to you, and you guys need to really understand this. Okay, I'm trying to, in a way, this is an example. I'm trying to explain to you sitting in a classroom how to ride a bicycle. Okay, imagine I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, so you bend your knee and you put your foot and you angle your ankle. You put it on and then you push downwards in a circular move. You're gonna be like, what's this guy talking about? Okay, you're like, am I crazy or is he crazy? Okay, but here's the thing: how will you learn how to ride a bicycle? Not by sitting in class. You have to go out. You're going to fall a few times, right? Yeah. You will. But guess what? That's the best way to learn. But here's the thing. I'm here trying to show you guys, look, you should understand the basics. Go and practice. Okay, go and practice. Then to learn the real strategy, the real profitable trading system, how I make $1,000 to $5,000 a day, you just come and join my live. Okay, but if you haven't even practiced, if you haven't even set up your account, if you haven't even done one trade, it's gonna be like this. Everything I'm saying. Okay, so I'm live here 7 days a week, every single day, in front of your face. I make your monthly income. Now, I'm just behind the screen here, okay? I can't come to your house, hold your hand, and be like, do that. I can't do that, okay? I can't. You need to take action. The problem is most of you guys are too lazy. This is why what's going to happen is when your kid's in the car and you're driving a dinky Toyota Corolla from like 30 years ago, you know, and a Ferrari passes by, now your kid is like, oh, how come we can't have that car? And you're going to tell your kid, oh, rich people are the worst. Oh, rich people. No, they're not the worst. They actually went. They took the risk. They worked hard. They learned skills. They made money. Your problem was you were too lazy. Your problem was you didn't put in the effort. Okay, this is why you're driving a dinky old Corolla. Okay, nobody else will tell you these things. And guess what? Look, I'm not here. I make 1 to 5K a day. I don't sell anything. Okay, so you can come here, you can leave. You're the one that's gonna miss out on the money. Okay, because you're the one who's gonna be driving. You know, I go to these dinners all the time. It's super annoying. And they're like, oh, you know, gas is 3 cents cheaper. It's like 20 minutes away, and everyone's like, well, let's go right now. I'm like, you guys are insane. You know, instead of focusing on how to save money, just focus on how to make more money. That's your problem. Okay, that's everybody's problem, is that they don't understand it's not about saving money. You should never think, how do I save more money? You should always think, how do I make more money? All right, so let's get started. Let's go right into the trading system. So the way our trading system works is these are called range bars. Okay, let me go through this right now. Do a trade. All right, yeah, we'll do a trade. Okay, so by the way, technical analysis is not real. Okay, we can't do technical analysis. Now we're getting into the strategy. All right, so let's get right into it. Technical analysis is not real. You cannot draw lines on a chart and expect to know what the future is going to hold. Okay, so the only thing we do is we look at the super trend and we look right here. Now, these candles nobody can analyze, but if you look right here at our range bars, look at how clean and linear they are to understand. Okay, so remember I said the markets only go two ways. So you can see when it's green, that means we're going up. When it's red, that means we're going down. Okay, now how do we want to enter the trade? Okay, remember we have a buy or a sell trade option, right? Now, as soon as the market trend is changing, we want to get in. Okay, so you see right here, now it's the same on every single market, okay? But you see how right here it's going from red to green? You see how it's going red to green? What do we want to do here? Buy, okay? Because we're going down and we're starting to go up. So as soon as we're starting to go up, we want to enter a buy trade, okay? Now on the opposite side, look at this right here. What's happening here? It's going from an uptrend to a downtrend. It's going from green to red. What do we want to do here? Sell. We want to do a sell trade. We'd be looking for a sell trade right here, okay? So do you guys see how that works? The range bars are using live market data, okay? So as soon as the color changes, it's so easy. It doesn't get easier than this. As soon as the color changes, we'd be looking for a trade. Now remember, we always risk less than 1%. We enter at the trend reversals and we set our stop loss and take profit at 100 points. All right, so let me see if there's any trade that we can take. I know you guys all want to make money. You guys are like, let's see. All right, Samuel is saying, giving out bad advice. If you think risking less than 1% is bad advice, I know you're losing money in the markets. And it's saying, is a course shiller. So a course shiller, I'll just explain to you guys what that means, is someone who's trying to sell their course. Now, I don't have a course to sell. You can't ever find anywhere where I'm selling a course because I don't sell a course. All right, do a trade. Yo, Jedi Trading, thank you for the gift, appreciate it. So let's see here. I'm going to walk you guys through a trade, okay? So if I can find a good trade, I'll walk you guys through it.
28 days was saying look at Bitcoin.
Look at Bitcoin. Yeah. So Bitcoin is having a nice little pullback here. So we just started this big uptrend. We had a big uptrend. Jay Slice is saying those charts are on YouTube. Yeah, because they're streaming right from our servers, and we're streaming them through YouTube because it gives us the lowest latency. So yeah. What is automation trading? So it's basically like you can create trading bots that automatically trade. I don't know where to start. So Cassandra, all you got to do is just take a screenshot right here on how to start, or you could just DM me free and I'll give you the guide on how to start. It's completely free. I don't sell anything. $500 account. Should I be trading with 0.03 lot a trade? That's like a $3 trade. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I would even go up to 0.05, which is 1%, but that's the max I would do. But yeah, we should start with as little risk as possible. So right here. Okay, so let's go and see if we can get in on this trade right here. So you see what color is the super trend? So whatever color the super trend is, that's the only trade we're taking. If it's green, we're only taking buy trades. If it's red, you see how it's red here? We'd only be taking sell trades. Why? Because the super trend shows us the overall trend. Okay, so if the overall trend is up, we only want to do buy trades. If the overall trend is down, we only want to do sell trades. So right here, it's green. So we're looking for a buy trade, okay? So now I'm going to go right here to the range bars. So you see right here, as soon as it goes green, you see it just went green. So, and the super trend is also green, green, and green. I'm going to go ahead and do a buy trade, all right? So let me go ahead. So I'm going to do $1,000 trade right here in front of you guys. So I'm just going to, got in a bit late, a little bit late, but that's okay. So I just entered a buy trade right here. Now the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit. How do I do that? So I'm going to click and drag this down until it says 1,000. So you see where it says profit 1,000? Did you guys see that on the screen? Let me move my head. I'll move my head. There you go. It's right there. Profit 1,000. Okay, negative 1,000 because that's my stop loss. Okay, which means if the market goes down here, it'll close out my trade. But remember, I'm doing a big trade because I'm using 10 lots because that's less than 1% of my account. Okay, this is the same risk as if you had, for example, $1,000 account and you were only risking $1. Do you see the percentage? It's only because my account size is at 600,000. I'm doing $1,000 trades. Very, very low risk. Okay, very, very low risk. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to set my take profit. What is take profit? Take profit is the second level that we set, where if we set it at that level and the market goes to that price, it'll close the trade. But it'll close the trade in profit. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our take profit. Now, we always set our stop loss and take profit levels at 100 points up and down. Okay, now I'm going to click and drag this up. So you see my profit until it says 1,000. So right here is fine. Oops, there you go. So there's my take profit. So you see right there, TP, take profit, SL, stop loss. Okay, now here's the crazy thing about trading, which is so insane. I can be doing this trade. I did 10 lot sizes, which is 10 contracts, which is $1,000 trade. But guess what? You could potentially, hypothetically, be in the same trade, but be only risking $1. So how can you do that? Now, right here, remember we went through, this is a buy trade or this is a sell trade. So either we can make money when the market goes up or we can make money when the market goes down. And now what's this last thing here? This is called the lot size. What is the lot size? It is the size of your contract, okay? So the smallest lot size you can do is actually 0.01. So when you do 0.01 and you set it 100 points up, 100 points down, your trade is only worth $1. So you can make $1 or you can lose $1, okay? So this is what we tell everybody to start off with. Just start off with the smallest lot size possible, 0.01. You don't have to go and start doing $1,000 trades right away. Now, this is why I always say it's important to start with as much as possible in the account so we have that cushion, okay? Now, we start with as much as possible. I have people that call me every day. They're like, hey, I want to start. How much should I start with? I was like, as much as possible. They're like, can I start with 100,000, 500,000, 200,000? You know, this is normal. Like people call me like that all the time. And then there's some people that call and say, listen, I literally have no money. Okay, can I start with 500? And I say, yes, you can start with any amount. But here's the thing, regardless of how much you start with, we should always start with the lowest risk possible. You can start with a $500,000 account, $1 million account, and still do 0.01 lot size trade. Still do $1 trades to practice. And because you should start with small risk and practice. Once you're comfortable, once you're consistent, once you get it, then you can slowly increase your risk over time. But as part of our strategy, we always risk less than 1%. Okay? So now we entered this buy trade. Let me walk you guys through again how and why we entered this trade. So you guys see the super trend indicator? What color is the super trend indicator? Green, which means what kind of trade are we looking for? Buys, only buys, okay? Now, what happened here for me to be able to enter this buy trade? So you see, it looked like this. So we were in a downtrend and we're going back up. So it's going from red to green. Okay, so when it was going red to green and the super trend was also green, then we took the buy trade. Okay, and look, you can do the complete opposite as well. So if the super trend is red and then the range bars are going from green to red, so you see, let's say like right here, it's going green to red, and the super trend is also red, so it's red and red, then we can take a sell trade. Okay, so that's why we can do trades on both sides. We can do buy trades, we can do sell trades, and our system and strategy works on all the markets. All right, so oh guys, there we go. Congratulations. We just hit take profit for $1,000 right in front of your eyes. I literally just made in the past. How long was this trade, guys? How long was this trade? CH Sam hit take profit. Let's go. 28 days just hit take profit. Let's go. There we go, guys. This trade was literally open. We opened it at 216 and we closed the trade at 221. So in 5 minutes, I made $1,062 USD in 5 minutes in front of your face. What are you waiting for? Like, I actually don't know. Wait, who? Yo, Indra hit take profit. There we go. Let's go. Congratulations. ITS, let's go. 28 days saying, guys, I've been here learning and making bank. That's what ITS just made $220 on that. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Go right now. Right here. Go to Abato.com. Get your account set up on their web trader. That's where we're trading. That's where the super trend indicator is. Because they're licensed and regulated, they also have MT5 like MetaTrader, but I like their web trader way better. It's so much easier, and they have the super trend there. Beg is saying do another trade. I know everybody wants to keep making profits. For sure, we're gonna do another trade, all right? But let's go through it. So guys, go right here, go to Abato.com, get your account set up on their web trader, then go to Just Simple Trading right here. .org, and then get access to our trading system. Stand by saying, what symbol was that? BTC $1,000 trade right in front of you. Let's go. Abato web trader now. Everybody's saying, how do you get started? How to start? How to deposit? Where do I go? Right here. So what type of trading are you showing? So we're doing futures and derivatives trading. So right here, okay. Let's just pause for a second. We just made $1,000 in 5 minutes. You don't have to buy any course. You don't have to buy a system. You don't have to buy anything. You actually just need to get started. Let me walk you guys through it step by step. Don't waste time. Just listen, because I literally just made how much you make in a whole week in 5 minutes. And you can also do it. Like, anybody can do it. So Kalari is saying, bro, set me up. I'm going to walk you through it right now. All right. So go to Abato.com, ABBADO.com. Now, once you go there, click sign up and then register on their web trader. Use promo code AKPWC. That'd be great. Then once you're in, what you're going to do is click your email on the top right corner. All right. And you're going to click deposit funds. Okay. So just pay attention. Okay. Just pay attention. Click deposit funds. Now, remember, they're licensed and regulated, so they have bank transfer or they have crypto, Apple Pay, or debit or credit. Okay, so if you do bank transfer, it takes about 1 to 2 days for it to process. It's just a banking system. If you do crypto, within 10-15 minutes, boom, you're ready to go. So click bank transfer. All right, Uber NYC is saying euphoria without discipline is just noise and costume. Okay, here's the thing. We just made $1,000 in front of your face. I've been doing this for the past 8 years consistently every single day without selling a course, without selling anything. So it really is, you just come here and you learn completely for free. If you go anywhere else, you're getting scammed. All right, now when you do bank transfer, click bank transfer, click proceed. You even get a 5% deposit bonus. If you do 10K, they give you $500 deposit bonus, which is crazy. If you do 100K, they give you $5,000 as a deposit bonus, which is insane. So right here is, so they take all of these currencies. You can literally deposit in any currency, okay? So they accept everything, British pound, euro, Canadian, USD, whatever. Now, this is their bank information. So you just take this to the bank unless your bank allows online wire transfers. Some banks do, some don't. Otherwise, you just go to the bank, you take this information, say, I need to send a wire transfer. So once you send the wire transfer, right here, I know there's people that complain and cry about the $30 wire transfer fee. Guess what? Ibotta will credit that to your account. It's technically a free transfer. Once you do the wire transfer, you take a picture of that receipt, the wire transfer receipt, and you just email it to them. It's right here. The steps are right in front of you. Okay. The one thing that I always say is that if you're calling trying to say, hey, I don't understand how to do this, you just don't want it bad enough. You know, that's the reality. If you actually want something, you know how you want to save 3 cents on gas per liter and you drive 20 minutes? You really want to do that, so you actually do it. Okay. People call me and they're like, hey, I have a laptop. What do I do? I'm like, open the laptop. And they're like, how? I'm like, flip the screen up. They're like, okay, now what do I do? I'm like, turn it on. How do I do that? Click the power button. Guys, if I have to walk you through how to be a human, you don't want it bad enough. You're very just complacent and happy and comfortable complaining about, oh, milk is $4.50. It used to be $4.30. It's 20 cents more. Inflation. Guys, stop. We're grown adults here, okay? Stop wasting time. You have responsibilities. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You have responsibilities. You have people that depend on you. And in fact, you're dependent on yourself. What are you waiting for? Okay, seriously, I don't get it. Because you're ready to go to school. You're ready to send all your kids to school. You've probably been to school. You paid like $60,000 to $200,000, $60,000 to $200,000. You spent 4 years. You know, you lost all that money because all you got was a piece of paper. And now you can't even get a job at McDonald's. Okay. Okay. So, because you're overqualified, okay? You have this crazy. How does the withdrawal process work?
How long does it take?
Okay, so basically how to withdraw. So this is how you deposit. You can do bank transfer or crypto. You know, just figure it out. There's so much information online on how to do bank transfer, crypto, or debit. You can even email them if you're having any issues. Withdraw, you click withdraw. The same thing right here. You can do bank transfer or crypto right there. You know, and then you just do withdraw. I just processed a 10K withdraw just because I need some funds here. But otherwise, you know, I would have shown you how to do it. It should process today, and then later on tonight I'll show you guys. So you could do bank transfer. Usually takes 1 to 2 days for withdraw. That's just a banking system. Or crypto withdrawals are the same day. All right. Is there a fee? So bank transfer, one a month, there's no charge. If you do more withdrawals more than once a month on bank transfer, it's $25 per transfer. That's just bank wire fees, you know. So it's just like they'll give you one, huh? No, that's just the bank wire fee. All right. Minimum deposit required. You can even start with $10. So you can see right here. Right here, let's see if we go to crypto, you can see minimum deposit is $10. So for the price of the bubble tea that your girl wants, you can start your trading journey, okay? Tell her chill. Tell her I'm going to try to make some more money. So I stopped complaining. Yo, DJ, thank you for the gift. Let's go.
That guy's massive, he keeps saying it, but it was
I went from 500
it was a different
to 10,700 in 5 days. That's crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. There's so much money to be made, but then you lost it all because you're trading on the wrong platform. You're getting wrecked on the fees, and most likely you didn't have a trading strategy, all right? So let's see. CH Sab just made another $700 on a sell on NASDAQ. There we go. Nice. That's a great trade. Do you do live trades here? Lawrence, we literally just made $10,000 right here in front of you, and we do this live every single day.
He didn't put stop loss.
You didn't put stop loss? Oh no. Steve is saying nice haircut. Thanks, man. It's these New York barbers. It's crazy. I just got back from New York. It was crazy. Wahab, yeah, for sure. So go get your account set up on Abado and just get started right here. Can you put up the support number? For sure, guys. So if you want to call me at any time, here's my number. I'm the only one that actually does this. By the way, if you're in the Toronto area, come visit us in person. I'm here every single day, 7 days a week. Just take a screenshot. There's our office address. Nobody else will do this, okay? There's my number. Call me. Come visit me in person. I'm here 7 days a week. Let's go. Are you moving to New York? I mean, one day when I can afford a penthouse that's 100 mil, yeah. Let's see. Am I saying tell her you'll own a bubble tea store in Markham soon? Yeah, I mean, look, instead of just buying bubble teas for like $10, $15, you can start your trading journey. Let's go. So positive energy in the live. Of course, it's always positive. Look, we're making money here every single day. You don't have to pay to learn. So what is the reason for you to be sour? There's no reason, all right? We should all be chilling. But you know what? I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to literally change your life. And you should just come here and learn because you guys know what time it is. I want to see you guys put it in the comments. What time is it when I go live? I want you guys to tell me right now. Everybody knows. Do you know what time it is when I go live? It's AKA money time. Let's go. 28 days. You know, HSM knows AKA money time. Let's go. All right, let's see if we can do another trade here because I want you guys to see it back to back. Yeah, for sure. Steve Fungus knows. Steve knows. AKA money time. Rogerson, can you do another trade? Of course. Let's see. Because right now we're still only at $1,000 for the day. Okay.
Exactly what to look at, like we're looking at range bars.
For sure. All right, so let's go through the process. Now that you have your Abado account set up on their web trader, what do I do, AKA? Let me show you. So the first step is you're going to go right here to the indicators tab, okay? So you guys can follow along right now. You should have your account set up. Follow along right now. Click indicators. Then you go down to the big yellow button. It says indicator store, all right? Indicator store. Now you're going to go right here where it says search by name. Okay, so just type in SUPER, super, okay? You're going to click enter. Click enter, there you go. Guess what? Super trend indicator, okay? Now, you're going to click right here. All right, I traded a long time ago. Okay, I just love to answer these questions, okay? So, Polar is asking, I traded a long time ago as a beginner. You aren't scamming? Because I'm going to grab my laptop and join you. Now, here's the thing. Scamming means I will take some of your money, you know? Now, I don't take anyone's money. I don't trade for you. I will never trade for you. Never send me any money. I'm the only one that will say that, okay? Never send me any money. And I don't sell anything. I don't sell a course. I don't sell a bot. I don't sell anything. I actually just come live here. I show you guys my trades live. You shouldn't waste time. You should get started right away. Don't waste time. All right. Charlie's saying you're taking affiliate payments instead. So here's the thing. It's because, you know, I didn't come from money, okay? I didn't grow up with lots and lots of money. So basically what happens is if you're successful, if you end up trading for a long time, you know, the platform, if you use the promo code from the trade volume, from the trade fees, they give me a small percentage. So it's actually a win-win scenario. So let's say you come, and I'm going to be fully real with you guys right now, okay? Nobody else will tell you this to your face. Are you ready? If you come and you start with $100 or $500 and you blow it in like 1 to 2 trades, to be honest, if you use the promo code or whatever, you just blow it, you don't listen to anything I say, I might make like $5, okay, from the trading fees. Is it worth it for me? No, it's not. Is it worth it for you? Definitely not. But if you come here, you learn, you start trading, you start making money on a regular basis. Now you're trading for years and years and years. Is that good for you? Yes, it is good for you because you're making money. You're consistent. You're doing well. Is it good for me? Yeah, I'll make some commission on the side from the trading platform. Guess what? Win-win scenario, okay? Because everybody's out there, they're like, look, I'll sell you my system for $5,000. I'll sell you my system for $10,000. And guess what? You buy the system and now they're gone. They disappear, because guess what? They're not making money in the markets. We're the only ones that actually make money in the markets. And this is why what we're doing here actually works. Polar saying, chat, is this guy legit? That's crazy. All right, just let them know. 28 days, HSM, where you guys at? Steve. All right. So right here. So now SuperTrend. Now you're going to click install. Well, I already have it installed. It says install free. Click install. All right. Does this trading involve interest? No, Wahab, here's the thing. So once you have it installed, let me just go back. Right here, you can see, I'll show you my order history. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. No, how is it a pyramid scheme? We're trading the global markets. You don't have to pay for anything. How is it a pyramid scheme? Okay. So right here, you guys can see 0 commission, 0 swap. So there's no interest if you hold the trades over time. We're trading on a licensed and regulated platform. All right, how do you get the SuperTrend indicator? So right here, you click indicators at the top. You click the indicator store. And then you just search for super, click enter. Right here, what's the promo code? It's AKA PWC. Then you click SuperTrend, you click install, it's right there. All right, and then you click indicators again. Alicia is saying, I just called. Yeah, I know. I was seeing your call, but I was in the middle of a live. But yeah, I see your calls. But I'll call all you guys back after the live. What's it called? Steve is saying, pyramids. Have you been to Egypt again? I actually have been to Egypt. I went to Egypt like a long time ago when I was in high school. And I actually climbed the pyramids. I climbed like 2-3 of the big rocks. And you'd be surprised. They're like 6 feet each of. What? I just climbed up. Yeah, I climbed like 3 of those blocks and we're like so high. And then the cop. And yeah, there's cops in the desert. Who would have thought? I'm climbing up in the pyramid with my friends. And
put yourself away. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, the cops like, come down, you can't be climbing. And we're like, oh shoot, all right. So yeah, so I have been to the pyramids.
There's something that I feel like you should mention because I
What?
was like, oh, affiliate, but they
Yeah.
could also.
Oh yeah. By the way, it's actually very transparent and very public. You guys can literally do it too. You know how I'm like, use promo code AKPWC. So you just click your email at the top right corner. I'll show you if you have friends or family who want to also start trading. You just go to partnership. Every single trading platform has this, okay? You go right here, promo code. You can make your own promo code. Give it to your friends. And when they sign up from the trading fees, whenever you trade, you enter a buy or sell when you're trading, there's a fee. They'll give you a small portion, a small percentage.
So it's not just you.
No, it's not just me. Literally anybody can do this, okay? All right. Em is saying, I'm glad I hopped on to see what you're saying. For sure, you guys are welcome here every single day. Let's go. CH Sab made another $750 on BTC. Let's go. That's what I like to see. All right, guys. Let's see if we can get in on a trade right here. Okay, so BTC, what's happening? SuperTrend is green. SuperTrend is green. Are we having a down? There we go. We're getting a pullback right here. Do you guys see right here? We're getting a pullback. So the SuperTrend is green. We got a reversal right here. So we started to move up, but then we're getting a pullback down. So we're getting a better price again on this buy trade. All right, entrepreneur, for sure. If I have profit, will it take commission? No. It's not going to take any commission. It's just a trading fee. Anytime you enter a buy or sell, there's a trading fee. So that's all it is. So right here on BTC, we're going to be looking for a buy trade right here as soon as we get, a little bit of a reversal right here. Grindhard is saying, I'm joining. It's on pending right now. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's the steps on how to join in the meantime. So right here, while we're waiting for a trade, you guys should go get everything set up. Go to Abotter.com, get your account set up on their web trader. Use the promo code AKPWC. Then go to our website, justsimpletrading.org. You can register right there. So if you're saying, I just joined now, let's go. You guys should join the school community because all of the videos are there. All right. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a reversal right here. All right, Stamma, you got to go to the 1 minute time frame. If your BTC is showing red, you might not be on the 1 minute time frame. Repeat again for the website. It's right here, guys, right here. Just take a screenshot. Just follow these steps. It's right there. CHSAB made another $225 on BTC. Let's go. And HSM is right. Take a screenshot right now. We literally just made $1,000. I'm on the 1 minute. Yeah, maybe refresh. Are you on a bottle web trader? So remember, if you're using Supertrend indicator anywhere else, because it reprints, it might not show the same as the bottom one. That's why it's important to use now in a BTC sell. All right, well, I'm waiting for the BTC reversal on the range bars. Okay, I refreshed. Gabriel saying, I just deposited money. Let's go. Let's get started. We just made $1,000. What are you waiting for? Let's go. All right, so right here, you guys can see. So look, the super trend is green, which means we're in an uptrend, right? But we have these pullbacks, which is we're getting a much better price right here. It's pulling back, so it gives us a better price for a buy. It's like buying things on sale. The price can be high, and then the price comes down. It's the same thing, but we're getting a better price, okay? So right here, we're pushing down. You can see big downtrend right here on the range bars, okay? As soon as this goes green again, and if the super trend is still green, we're going to enter a buy trade, okay? As soon as this goes green. So are you guys waiting? Are you guys watching? You guys learning? As soon as it goes green, we'll go ahead and enter a buy trade right here, okay? ITS is saying, yo, AKA, explain the 100 points rule. For sure. All right, so let's go over what is 100 points. So for example, on Bitcoin, 1 point is $1 in its price. Okay, so we always set those two levels, stop loss and take profit, at 100 points up, 100 points below. 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. What does 1-to-1 mean? So we're always risking the same amount we're trying to make. Okay, now here's the math on it. As long as we're winning over 50% of our trades, we're profitable. You can even be winning 50.1% of your trades and you're still profitable. Because as long as you're over 50%, you're profitable. We get an accuracy of around 60 to 65%, which is pretty high. Remember, there's no such thing as 100% winner. Guys, the range bar is going green. Do you guys see that? It's going green right there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm getting lost in all the tabs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and enter this buy trade, guys. So I just entered a buy trade on on Bitcoin. And right here, I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit. Remember, 100 points up, 100 points down. So I'm going to click and drag my entry down. Right there, you guys see negative 1,000. So that means I'm risking 1,000 on this trade at 100 points. There's my stop loss. Now I'm going to click and drag my entry up. It's so simple. It's so easy. Click and drag my entry up right here to $1,000. There you go. And now I let go, and there's my take profit. Now, if you did this trade with 0.01 lots, when you set your stop loss take profit, it's negative $1, positive $1. If you did 0.1, it would be $10 and $10. If you did 1, it would be $100 and $100. Because I did 10, it's 1,000 and 1,000. Okay? All right. Now, let's go ahead and see what happens on this trade. So we just entered the trade. We set our stop loss and take profit at 100 points. Now, for example, on gold, 1 point is 1 cent in its price. Okay? So when we set, what's 100 cents? $1. So in gold, when we set our stop loss and take profit, it's $1 above in its price and $1 below in its price. Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. CXApp made another $499. There we go. Now he's in a BTC buy. Guys, let's go. Let's get started. Bob is saying, what is good, gold or BTC? Here's the thing. Let me explain this thing because that's a really good point. We're in a $1,000 trade. I showed you guys how I entered, how I set my stop loss, take profit, everything. Now let's go over the question that Wahab is asking. So what is better? What is a good pair to trade? A lot of people come in here and they're like, oh, you know what? I love gold. I love trading gold. Gold is amazing. I love gold. You know what I tell them? Gold doesn't love you. You guys all know this. Gold doesn't love you. Gold doesn't care about you. Gold doesn't care about your family. Gold doesn't care about your bills. Why do you care about gold? Okay. What you should understand is that every single market is the same. It's literally just numbers on a chart. Who cares? Who cares what you're trading? People come in here and they're like, oh, you're trading Bitcoin. I don't really like Bitcoin. I'm like, Bitcoin probably doesn't even really like you. But what you have to understand is that we don't actually care whether the market goes up or down. We don't care what we're trading. I don't care if Bitcoin goes to 500,000, a million. I don't care if Bitcoin goes to zero. I don't care if Tesla goes to 1 trillion or it goes to zero. I literally don't care. But what do I know? I know whether the market's going up or it's going down on any pair, I can make money. When you go to the store, they're not going to say, oh, sir, for this milk that you're buying, $100, did you make this $100 on Bitcoin? Oh, sorry, we don't accept that. That's not what happens, okay? So remember, all of our profits are in USD. All of the profits are in USD. What is risky? Risky is a risky trading strategy. Remember, all of the trades, if I'm trading Bitcoin, if I'm trading gold, if I'm trading Nasdaq, if I'm trading British pound, if I'm trading cotton, if I'm trading anything, I always keep my risk to less than 1%. So it doesn't matter what I'm trading. There's no pair that's more risky or less. There's no such thing. It's all the same. It depends on your lot size. It depends on how much risk you're taking per trade. It's not about the market. Now, here's the thing. Why do I trade Bitcoin, gold, and Nasdaq? Why? The reason is because these three pairs, for me, have a lot of movement. They just move a lot every single day. What does that do? Lots of opportunities. If I'm trading a pair that's like this, like a market that's going like this, is there any opportunity? No. I'm going to enter a trade, and I'm just going to be sitting around waiting hours and hours and days and days. What's the point? What's the point? I'm still going to be doing a $1,000 trade, but now instead of waiting 5 minutes, I'm waiting 5 days. What's the point? This is why we don't hold trades for a long time. All right?
Supertrend just went red.
Yeah, so the super trend went red. Now, here's the thing, guys. Remember, once we enter the trade, we set our stop loss and take profit. I never change anything. I don't do emotional trading. This is what most people's problem really is, okay? Really, it's that you're too emotional. Why are you so emotional? It's because you're risking too much. You know what the risk on this trade is? It's less than 0.25%. That's if you had a $1,000 account and you were risking $1.50. If you were risking $1.50 on a $1,000 account, would you be stressed? Would you be worried? Can you sleep like a baby? Yeah. No? Yes, you can. You can sleep like a baby because why? It's only $1. It's such a small percentage risk, right? That's what I'm trying to show you guys. It's about small risk, consistent income. You know, the reason everybody wants to make, turn their 5,000 into 100,000 is because all over social media, you're seeing these guys who are, they're just lying to you. They're saying, oh, I turned my $100 into 100 million. You can do it too. And you're like, oh, how? And they're like, buy my course for 500. You're like, hold on. You just said you're making millions of dollars. Why do I need to buy your course? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So stop paying people for their courses. Guys, there was a guy I just saw on TikTok a little while ago, and he's claiming 97% accuracy. Okay? Just so you guys understand, 97% accuracy means you will go into the trillions of dollars very. Oh, guys, congratulations. There's another $1,000 trade. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So we literally just made $2,000 in front of your face. That's how much you make in 2 weeks. I made in the past hour. What are you waiting for? go get set up right now. Get started. Don't waste time. Literally, you don't have to even pay me. You just come here and learn. Go to Abato.com, get your account set up, get it started. Summarize saying, wait, I missed it. 28 days saying, boom, let's go, let's go. $2,000 again. We did 2K yesterday too. We did 2K again right now. What are you waiting for? How do you get set up? Here's the setup instructions. Don't waste time. You don't have to buy anything. You literally just go get your account set up on Abato, which is a licensed and regulated trading platform. Then you go to our website and just follow these steps. Then make sure you join our school community by clicking learn. Okay? It's right there. What? What is your excuse?
They just made money.
Stamma just made $67. Let's go. Fowler saying, what the heck? This boy is legit. God bless you too, man. Let's go. Let's go. Intro made $3.77. Let's go. This is what it's all about. You know, this is what I like to see. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to everybody who didn't pay anyone to learn how to trade, who came here completely free, learned how to make money, and is now making income on a regular basis. What? That's crazy. Cam is saying, how often do you do these lives? 7 days a week, twice every day. So I come live here every single day, 7 days a week. Around this time, we make a few $1,000s, okay? Then, in about 8 hours, I go home and I do another live for you guys because there's people from all over the world. Guys, tell me where you are because I know you guys are global. We're global. Tell me where you're from in the comments right now. Let's see where you guys from. Triple A saying, well, how do I deposit money? It's so simple. I got you. All you got to do is click your email on the top right corner. Okay, we got people from UK, London, Alabama, Philadelphia, North Korea, Calgary, Houston, Canada, Calgary. A whole bunch of people from Calgary, Florida, Dominican Republic, New York, Sweden, Regina, North Carolina, Vancouver, Cali. That's crazy. Ontario. What's going on, guys? London, Zimbabwe, Netherlands. That's crazy. Vancouver, Eastern U.S. Whoa, you guys are crazy. California, Afghanistan, Trinidad and Tobago, Birmingham. Wow, that's insane. How long does verification take? I just signed up. So it takes about a day. Malta, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. If I ever go to these countries, I would love to meet with you guys. That's amazing. If I'm traveling, that would be insane. Yeah, Moari, it takes about 24 hours. Tony's saying from the cave in a mountain, who can beat that? That's crazy. Will you do another trade? Yeah, we got the whole world here, guys. We're literally global. That's insane. When are you coming to New York City? Guys, I was just in New York. I had to fly down because I had to pick this up. I had this watch on order. I just picked up a Rolex Daytona. So I've been wanting this watch for so long. It's so hard to get, but there we go, guys. And you guys know this. I'm able to do this on a regular basis. I'll show you exactly how to do it. How do you deposit? Click deposit right there. And then you can either do bank transfer or crypto. Go get set up, get your account set up, get it funded. Let's go. Why does the platform matter? Hassan, it's because if you're trading anywhere else, and this is very important to understand, we're always looking for the broker that has the lowest fees, okay? You need to understand, I've been in the industry for over 10 years. We've been trading for over 10 years. We've been profitable for the past 8 years. And what happens is there's some trading platforms, they charge you swaps, which is overnight holding fees. They charge you huge commissions. They charge you maker fees. They charge you taker fees. They charge you monthly fees. So they're charging you all of these fees. And what's happening is you don't even know because you're just getting started and you keep losing money. Now, here's the one thing. I'll give you an example. So what happens is I did a trade right here on Abato. So you see they have zero commission, zero swap, and the lowest spreads possible. They're licensed and regulated in Dubai and a few other countries. So it's safe and secure. They've been around they're a huge company, Godoo CM. You can just search them up. And we're just using their Abato trading platform. So Godoo, Abato. But Godoo is like the main company. We've been using them for about 2 years now. And it's really, really good. M is saying, bro is doing everything except actual trading. We just did 2 trades live. We made $2,000. There's like so many people in the comments that made money. I don't know what you're talking about. Seems like you just joined. All right. What's the minimum to start with? It's really up to you. But I always say we should start with as much as possible, then risk as little as possible. Hassan is saying, right, what's the minimum investment to start with? Exactly. Start with as much as possible and then risk as little as possible. 28 days is like, face palming. What's up? The second live, I'm going to be going live in about 8 hours from now. So wherever you are in the world, cancel all your plans. Because when I go live, it's AKA money time. All right, let's go. So I'm not saying I missed it. Yeah, so we go live twice every single day. Alicia saying I keep losing even when my profit is positive on other platforms. Exactly. This is something you'll realize because right here, just the other day, we did a live trade. We made $1,000. Okay, and I had someone call me right after. They're like, yo, AKA, I did the same trade, but when I closed the trade, when we hit take profit, they only got 600. And I'm like, okay, let's go through it. So we hopped on screen share and we went through their trades. Again, all of those fees, huge commissions, huge swaps, huge spreads, maker taker fees. And the same trade, they lost 40% of their profits just because of the fees. Now imagine you have a losing trades and you still pay those fees. So you're losing double. All right. So that's what it's all about. What is entrepreneurs saying? Trying to open with a 50K. Can I do a corp account instead of personal? Yeah, entrepreneur. So we actually have a corporate account as well, but I just registered it. I just used my docs for it, like my private docs. And then when I'm pulling the funds, I can pull it into my corporation. So as long as you can prove on email that it's your account and you're on the corporate docs, you can pull it to your corporate because all of our profits we also pull into our corporate account because I registered my business, my trading business, so all the profits go into my account as well. Entrepreneur, I got you. I answer everybody's questions. That's what I'm here for. Make sure you put your questions in the comments because let's go. Let's go. What time did you start today? I think it's been about an hour. It's been about an hour, right? Can you just make sure, are you? All right, cool. I get spreads. That's a great question. So what are spreads? Now, if you've ever done currency exchange before, you'll know that there's a buy price and a sell price, right? Now, the guys sitting there, they're not there for charity, okay? So they're there running a business. Now, how does it work? So when you go to buy a currency, they give you at a higher price, right? And then when you go to sell the same currency, they give you at a lower price, right? So what is that? They make the difference in between. Exactly. So now if you look at any trading platform, they also have spreads because anytime, remember, when you click buy, someone else is clicking sell. And when you click sell, someone else is clicking buy, right? So what they're doing is they're giving them at a higher price, they're giving you at a lower price or the opposite. Now, if you look right here, there's always two lines right here. This is important to understand. This is called the spread. So if you click buy right now, you'll actually end up getting, your trade will open at the higher price. But if you click sell, your trade, you'll see, opens at the lower price. That's the spread. Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure you're trading on a platform that has the lowest spread because that's your trading fee. So you always want to trade with the lowest spread possible, right? Now, once you do that, once you have low spread, the market doesn't need to move a lot, just needs to move a little bit, you're in profit. If you have a huge spread, the market needs to move that much just for you to break even. Okay, so I'll give you guys an example. Like over here on Bitcoin, the spread is only about 13, 14 points. So Bitcoin moves $13, you're break even. Okay, I had someone come the other day and they're like, oh, I'm trading somewhere. I'm like, okay, show me. Just as a benchmark, just to see. I'm like, all right, show me how much your spread is on Bitcoin. They opened it up. Do you know what it was? 58. So their spread was like this wide, 58 points. Mine was 14. Okay, right here, mine on the bottom is 14. Theirs was 58. So that means for me to break even, I just need to move, the market just needs to move 14, right? But for them to break even, the market needs to move 58. Our stop loss and take profit is set at 100. So the amount of market movement that their trade will need to move is huge but for us, it's just a little bit. So this is why.
How do you know that?
What is the spread?
That is 58 points and yours is 14 points.
Oh, because it says right there. Look.
Where?
It says right here, spread.
Okay.
So if I go to BTC, right here, you see the spread on BTC is 14.
Okay.
So you see, it's the difference between the buy and sell. So you can see right here, 45 to 59, 14 points. Okay. What's it called? Yo, that's crazy. 28 days. Let's go. Let's go. Do you teach in person too? 20 days saying, guys, I thought AKA was a scam too, but I support AKA now. Dude, that's always what happens. Everyone comes in as a hater, and then they're like, oh my God, this is the only guy that actually does this properly. Who's your account with? Guys, go to Abato.com, get your account set up, get it funded, get it verified. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Leverage 1-to-1. Explain. All right, so what is leverage? That's a great question, okay? So leverage is basically, so you guys know the lot size? You know, lot size is the size of your contract, okay? Now, if we click right here to the lot size, so if I do the smallest lot size possible, which is 0.01, actually, this is very important. This is a great question. So I need a margin, okay? I need a margin of $10.95 to open a 0.01 lot size trade. Okay, so I need to have at least $10.95 in my account to be able to even open the trade. Okay, that's called margin requirements. Okay, because if there was no margin requirements, I could open a $100 million trade with no money. But because there's margin requirements, I need money to be able to even open the trade. Now, this doesn't mean it costs me $10. I just need that money in the account, okay, as security. Doesn't mean they take it, they just lock it, okay? Now, so you guys know my trades, for my $1,000 trades, the margin requirement is $10,000. So I need to have at least $10,900 in my account to be able to do the trade, okay? Now, what is leverage then? So right here, this account is set to 1 to 500 leverage, okay? So higher the leverage, the lower the margin requirement. Okay, I'll say that again. Higher the leverage, the lower the margin requirement. Let me make that even clearer. So if we have high leverage, 1 to 500, 1 to 200, 1 to 400, high leverage, I need less money to be able to do the same trade. If I have low leverage, if 1 to 1, 1 to 5, low leverage, I need a lot more money to be able to do the same trade, okay? So this is how leverage and lot size and margin works. So this is why Abato has 1 to 500 leverage. That means we can do big trades with less capital. Okay. So hopefully that explains that. All right. What's the best lot size? All right, guys, here's the thing. So check this out. How to use lot size. Okay. We have everything in this PDF. If you want this PDF, which you should, just DM me free. You can DM me free, or you can just go to our website, justsimpletrading.org, and then right here at the top, again, it's free, just click parameters. If you click parameters, it's going to download this PDF for you, which is right here. Right here. Just send me a DM on TikTok message, DM me free. All right. So you can see what's the best lot size. How do we use, okay, let's just go through this. Saki saying one more trade. Guys, we already make $2,000. You guys want to make more money? All right, we'll do it. So, let's see. All right, we'll see. Okay, how do we use the range bars? So you guys can see right here, when the range bars are reversing, it goes green to red, we're looking for a sell. It goes red to green, we're looking for a buy. It goes green to red, we're looking for a sell. Okay, that's how the range bar system works. All right? Yeah, for sure. CEXC, I got you. Just send me a DM saying free. I'll send you the PDF. By the way, you can get the PDF. Just go to our website and click parameters. It'll download it. How to use lot size. So if I have a balance of $100, I would maximum do lot size of 0.01. Then when I click and drag my stop loss take profit, it'd be $1 because less than 1% or 1% risk. Now, if I have a $1,000 account, I would do a max lot size of 0.1, which would be a $10 trade. Do you guys see how small our risk is? On $1,000, we'd max risk $10. But what I'm trying to show you guys, people come here and they're like, well, AKA or Ma, I don't want to just make $10. But here's the thing. It's not about taking your 1,000 to 5,000. It's, let's say on a $1,000 account or a $5,000 account, if on a daily basis you do like 5, 10, 15 trades, You win some, you lose some, but then at the end of the day, you're up even $60. You're up even $80 for the day. That's crazy. That's insane. Imagine you're just clicking buttons on a screen and you made an extra $60 today. You made an extra $80 today. Never ever never ever downplay your profits, okay? Just because you see me make $2,000 doesn't mean your $80 is less. Your $80 is great, okay? It's amazing. If you made an extra $3, $4, $5, that's great. That's amazing. You didn't pay anyone. You're making money on your own. You're learning a new skill. That's amazing. Because you should be able, people call me and they're like, can we do trading from anywhere? I'm like, listen, you can even do trading from the beach as long as you have Wi-Fi. As long as you have your laptop. Doesn't matter. You can be in Cabo. You can be in Bora Bora, on the beach with Wi-Fi. You can make money from anywhere. Actually, so I go to like Dubai and New York all the time. I'm on the beach in Dubai. I'm chilling. Just do a few trades. Boom. The whole trip is paid for. Okay? So you can make money from anywhere in the world. Let's go. Yeah, anytime, anywhere. Let's go. Steve is like, $10 get you free breakfast. Depends on where you are, because I have paid a lot of money for breakfast as well, and I've had cheap breakfast. But depends on where you are. Let's go. Let's see. How do you do step 2, please? All right, so step 2. You go to justsimpletrading.org. All right, so let's go to justsimpletrading.org. I'm going to walk you guys through it, okay? Right here, it says Access System. Okay, so you're going to click Access System, and you're just going to register your free account, okay? So here's the steps. Is Godo Abato the same? Yeah, so Godo Abato, Godo is the main parent company. Godo CM, they're huge regulated licensed broker. Abato is their web trader platform. So go register on their web trader platform, okay? Big packs only. There we go. There's the steps. Abato.com, get your account set up. Step 2, go to our website, get set up. Step 3, click learn right there. Lawrence, no, you don't really have to wait for verification. You can get started right away. If you deposit crypto or bank transfer, you get started right away. Verification will take about a day anyway, so don't worry. Just start right away. How to do step 2? Yeah, I got you. There you go. All right, so let's see if there's one more trade we can take for the day, and then we might call it. All right, we might call it. But remember, I'm going to be live again. All right, so no real trade to be had. Bitcoin's on its way up right here. NASDAQ still on its way up. Nothing serious there. Gold still pushing up. All right, guys, so let's call it a day here for this live. Thank you guys all for joining. Have a good one. Make sure you guys get everything set up. All right, I'm finishing up anyways. All right, have a good one. Take care. All right, so thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are amazing. Lawrence, I got you. Moari, Stamma, Grind Hard. It takes about 1 to 2 days. That's just banking system. What's it called? JT for sure. 28 days. I got you. Big Packs only got you. Gabriel, let's go. All right, guys, have a good one. Yes, so we do in person as well. Here's our office address. Take a screenshot. You can call me at any time. For sure, Grind Hard. For sure, Sangram. Have a good one, guys. Take care. We'll see you guys. In about 8 hours, okay? Make sure you guys have your Abato account set up, verified, funded. Let's go. Don't waste time. I'm actually saying thank you. Just finished step 1. Let's go. All right, guys. You guys, almost 20,000 likes. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. Hopefully you guys made some money. We made some money today, so that's really good. Yeah, in about 8 hours, I'll be live again. And let's go. Let's get started. All right, take care, guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for the gifts, the likes, the questions, the comments. And you guys know we're here 7 days a week. For sure, Grind Hard. Take care, man. All right, let's call it a day. Dang, I'm starving. Starving Marvin.
What are you gonna eat?
Steak and lobster. We just made $2,000. No, I don't.
Pretty sure that's just steak.
Yeah, just steak. Steak will be fine. No, actually, let's just go get some cheap burgers. I'm down for that. You share signals, so actually all of the trades, you can just follow along with our system. It runs live 24/7.